You're welcome, and it's all about the what's, the why's, the when. Everything that has to do with show business is our business on E-Weekly. I'm Anthony, and we're bringing the show to you today right from Accra, Ghana. You won't believe what I have stored for you today, an exciting edition in the local dialect, Akwaba, and I'll be right back. You're welcome back to E-Weekly, and I told you we're coming to you right from Accra, Ghana. All right, to open the show this week, we had an interview with HKM member last week, B-Red. This week is the second part where he says a lot about his father, relationship, and of course, how well the business has been treating him. For more on that exclusive interview, sit back for the second part of E-Weekly meets B-Red. Enjoy this.
If I give you the vision, my full mini soprano. La 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 do re, got me touching your soprano.
What's his take about your career?
To be honest, me, my brother Shinorambo and Davido, because I'm Davido's older brother, I'm older cousin, you understand? So Davido's dad is my dad's older brother. So my dad is the youngest. So when we first came to them, said we want to do music, they was like, no, go to school, you understand? But obviously everybody wants to do music. A lot of people want to do music, but a lot of people, it's hard to make it, so nobody believed about that particular time, you understand? So until Davido dropped that Maduro, then when they started believing in us, like, wow, we'll be going everywhere. Oh, I saw your son on TV, blah, 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 blah. So the word spread. So that's when they now sat down and said, okay, come, we cannot invest in you guys. Now that you are building them for yourself. So nobody's really going to put their money down for somebody if you don't show them first, okay, you can really do it. You understand? So yeah.
But is there anywhere where they're worried about, how busy the industry gets? You have to travel, life has to change, everything, the girls, the expensive parties. Is there anywhere where they're worried and say, oh, we need to check
Of course, I'll call my daddy. Hope you're not drinking too much, hope you're not partying too much, but he knows it's part of the lifestyle, but at least tries to advise me to take it slow, easy and slow, you understand?
Talking about your music itself, talk to us about, the latest work you have that you just finished shooting a video and what we should be expecting.
As you all know, 2018, I dropped Fall For You featuring Davido. It's a very, very big hit. I dropped Uju. Shout out to Chris Beats, the drummer boy. He produced all those 2 tracks and co-wrote the songs too. Now I'm back. Also, I dropped Connect featuring Tiwa Savage. That was a big tune. Shout out to Tiwa Savage for that. So now I'm back with this tune called Tire. The song just dropped 2 days ago. It's been #1 on iTunes for like 3 days. Now it's #2 on iTunes, like the second week. So yeah, if you haven't got that, go get my new single Tire, produced by Chris Beats. It's out right now. The video will be out soon. It's trending everywhere. Trust me, it's a big tune.
For you, the sort of career you've built in the industry, and let's say how things have been able to happen for you, how do you have access to working with artists? I mean, you just mentioned Tiwa. How do you get these things happen? Is it because of the relationship you have with these people already, or you have to go through some contractual agreements?
Like for me, like before I became famous, like me living in America, I've met a lot of celebrities that come to America for shows. So like speaking of Mo Hits, the band, my brother Shinorambo, every time they come to Atlanta, and us they pick them from the airport. So that's how we met the Mo Hits. So from meeting the Mo Hits, coming to Nigeria through Special Ed, be one of the biggest hype band in Nigeria. He introduced us to everybody from Ulumente, Nice, everybody. So by the time we came back to Nigeria, we knew everybody.
Now, with how that relationship had been there in the past, is there still anybody you need to be in touch with now that has been a challenge for you in terms of the Nigerian industry?
No. We were like, when I go out, we see all my friends, we see everybody, we still relate. Even if we don't talk on a day-to-day basis, we still see and we still say, oh, what's up. Everybody's busy, everybody's making money.
Now, in terms of collaborations, what are your plans? Local and international people, are there people on your list you'd love to still work with, or you're planning to work with?
Right now, the only international collaboration I have is featuring Akon, Cucumber. I shot the video like 3 years ago. That was a very big song for me. It took me a lot of places. But now, I'm really focusing on my craft. I'm in my contract right now. I have a new contract with my Chairman HKN. Shout out to Chairman HKN. That's my boss, my CEO. I have to drop an album. It's been too long. I've been dropping too many singles, so I must drop an album this year. So watch out for that. If it's not in December, it's going to be in January. But yeah, I'm working on that.
Okay. Now, this is a collection of how many songs? What are we expecting in the album?
I've been recording a lot of songs. I have like 40 or 50 songs recorded now, so I'm going to choose from that.
Away from all this, do you have time for yourself?
Oh, of course, man. If I'm not, if I don't have a show, I'm at home chilling. I love watching movies. I love cooking. We have like 10 dogs in my house, so I love dogs. I love just chilling, watching movies.
Because of your lifestyle and what you do, is this like a challenge for females who come to your life thinking, okay, he'll never be serious? Is that how it happens for you?
Like, for example, even if I'm in a serious relationship, like, it will get to a point that, like, oh, you're traveling too much, or what's going on there? Are you cheating? Are you doing that? Are you being faithful? So it's kind of hard, but I try my best.
But with your lifestyle and being busy, is it possible to actually be serious and focused?
If I want to be serious and focused, I will, because I know that I have been serious and focused, but sometimes it depends on the person.
What would you have to say for people who don't have the kind of advantage you have or the kind of resources available to you? Because there's a lot of them out there who are crazy, who are great, but they will say, oh, this young man already has this in place, so it was easy for him to be able to be, at least favorably successul. So for those people who have talent and can get to this level, do you have some sort of plan to someday to say, okay, we're going to create a platform like this to help young people?
Of course, like, everybody wants to have their own thing they're doing at one point in time in their life. But like, as for me, I would love to help like other people like pursue their dreams, you understand? But it's kind of hard because in Nigeria, it's like nobody wants grief for Nigeria. Everybody wants dip for their own lane, say no, I don't want grief. But it's always good to help people and sign people. But you don't want to sign somebody if you don't want to give them the full push. So me, I'm really like I said, I'm focused on myself right now. But later in life, I'm sure HKN will sign a couple of artists and try to help more people grow big and stuff like that.
Would you say a certain automobile or certain automobiles define the lifestyle of an artist or a celebrity?
Not really, because many artists, they have a lot of money, but they will see them driving the Camry just because they want to have more money in the bank. Just like in America, you can't see Bill Gates driving a Bentley or something. Now, some people are different. Somebody can be in a Rolls Royce whipping, don't have 10,000 in their account, but somebody can be driving a Camry and have like 20 million in their account. So it's different lifestyles for different people.
From your angle, how would you best describe this scenario with Nigeria and our economy? Do cars determine or define the state of the personality?
In all parts of the world, that's how they look at people. So yeah.
Okay. Do you have
from their cars, the clothes, the jewelry, everything? Yeah.
All right, welcome back from that interview. Now you know where the dancing started for the senator and why music flows in the blood of B-Red and his brother and his cousin. On that, we need to go on a commercial break and I'll be right back.
The search for the next most beautiful girl in Nigeria has begun. Forms for the MBGN 2018 can now be obtained at all Silverbird locations nationwide and at occasions and event store at the Silverbird Galleria, Lagos. Interested contestants can also fill the form online at www.mbgnsilverbird.com. It's the most beautiful girl in Nigeria 2018. MBGN, the true essence of beauty. Stay informed every minute of every day with Silverbird TV Online. Get breaking news, entertainment and sports stories as it happens at your fingertips. Access the Silverbird homepage on the go with our mobile app. Plus, you can watch all the coolest videos on your YouTube channel. Find out what's trending on Silverbird TV. Subscribe, follow, and like. Silverbird TV on all our social media platforms. Silverbird Television, it's about entertainment.
Welcome back, and you're watching E-Weekly, and it's time for Bits and Pieces. Let's explore the world of fashion. Of course, celebrities were around. You need to stay back for that. And of course, what MBGN Tourism is up to this week. Enjoy this on Bits and Pieces. Let's hit the world of fashion. Lagos is gradually becoming a hub for trendsetters. And as we all know, where there's fashion, you will find celebrities. Prepare for a double dose. It's time to hear what our stars had to say about the world of fashion in Lagos and how social media plays a major role.
Fashion right now has social media to thank for like at least grossly 75% or 80% of the hype and adverts, because everybody's on social media, everybody's on Instagram. Either you're on Instagram or you're clamoring to be on Instagram. So, and it's what you see on Instagram that, like this look, I picked it up from Instagram. I saw a guy who went, I'm like, yeah, I should get me one of those, you know. So I mean, social media has really influenced fashion, especially.
Things are everywhere now. It's made the fashion industry a lot more easier to handle, like to get a grasp of, you know. So it's really positive. The social media has become a positive platform for the fashion homes, the fashion house, the fashion world, basically.
People calling me and say, oh, I saw Steve Brooks somewhere from Malaysia to from America. Yeah, the social media has actually helped me so much. I'm not gonna lie.
It has improved a whole lot because you see everything online now. Normally before you just go and look for your tailor. Now tailors come to look for you. They're in your DM. You understand? They're everywhere. So social media made it very easy to access anybody or any brand or anything that you want.
With the rise of the social media platform, you just have to do a hashtag to whatever you want, and you see pictures that can link you up to the main source. So, yeah, the social media has also helped the market, the fashion market. Yeah.
We had an exciting time. We hope you did. Let's leave you with more of the exciting moments of the fashion brand launch in Lagos. Our journey continues as we explore the world of creative African arts. Sit with us as we surf through the walls of Bogobiri and Nimbus Arts Gallery.
It's sights, it's sounds, it's an experience, it's tourism, it's Nigeria, and I am Winfrey Okulu. Today is all about African arts, music, and hospitality, all under one roof. If you love what I just said, stick with me as I will be exploring Bogobiri right here in Lagos, Nigeria. Stay tuned.
Yes, we have about 5 book clubs in Bogobiri. 5 different book clubs.
What are the categories?
None at all. Just come. You like reading, come. In fact, you don't like reading too much, they will encourage you to read. Welcome to Nimbus Art Gallery. This time around, we're celebrating one young Nigerian who happens to own all the works on the wall. No, his name is Nwabeze.
Nwabeze, oh, okay.
With an array of colorful fabrics, the showcase of different works creates the true African feeling. So it's time to have a sit down with the part owner of Bogobiri and curator of Nimbus Arts Gallery, Chike Nwagbogu.
Thank you for hosting us here today.
My absolute pleasure.
Pleasure being here. So we're here at the Bogobiri Gallery. Please, could you tell us what's the inspiration behind all of this and what exactly is done here?
Well, this is actually the Bogobiri village, because the Bogobiri village comprises of many different Afrocentric concerns, one of which is the Nimbus Art Gallery, where we are right now. And we're actually very happy to be in the exhibition of Frank Nwabweze with Lagos Central. This exhibition started a few weeks ago. It's basically cataloging 500 years of Lagos in fabric art, a new art form that has never really taken off and never been, because of the lust or the urge to import A lot of local artists import their materials from abroad, oils and acrylics. But this young man decided to look locally for his inspiration, and he basically just took off-cut materials from his mother's tailoring workshop and began his artistic sojourn. And that led him here to the Nimbus, where he's exhibiting these works that are magnificent, I have to say. And the whole idea of the Bogobiri is to basically try to celebrate our Africanness in every aspect, from the food, from the culture, from the art, from our music, from our way of dressing, our expression, and our love for each other. And that is really what we're trying to promote in the Bogobiri. So it's
creating a hub for creative minds and showcasing the best of African arts. Tarua provides a platform for the best of talented performers. I must warn you, the best of African stars started their careers from right here. I hope you had a lovely time today. And that's it on this episode. Thanks for watching.
You're welcome back from Bits and Pieces. I hope you enjoyed it. I need to go on a short commercial break and I'll be right back.
Are you planning a major event and you want the world to witness it? Contact Silverbird's professional outside broadcast team and get live coverage and transmission. We are available for live coverage and broadcasts of all your rallies, concerts, premieres, crusades, pageants, award ceremonies and other major events. So don't worry, let the professionals handle it. For inquiries about Silverbird's live coverage, contact marketing at silverbirdgroup.com or call us on 0805 378 9079. The search for the next most beautiful girl in Nigeria has begun. Forms for the MBGN 2018 can now be obtained at all Silverbird locations nationwide and at occasions and event store at the Silverbird Galleria, Lagos. Interested contestants can also fill the form online at www.mbgnsilverbird.com. It's the most beautiful girl in Nigeria 2018. MBGN, the true essence of beauty.
You're welcome back from that commercial break. You're still watching E-Weekly with Anthony. Now it's time for us to recap those big entertainment stories that made headlines during the week. It's Off the Wire. Take it away.
Movie soundtrack plays an important role in movies. Music is very powerful for evoking emotions, and it can be used to tie unrelated scenes together and transform how viewers interpret an image. Movie soundtrack plays a role in the structuring of storylines. It sets interpretation of a scene, such as when emotional music is added to a scene to characterize it as tragic. It's turning me apart.
You just don't hear about them in these parts. For instance, people know about people like Hans Zimmer, who are working on like Inception and Batman and all those kinds of, it's just, it's a culture that's growing in our space. And to be honest, people like Samuel Okposo and Stanley Okorie actually got some of their break from creating movie soundtracks.
Look at it like, man, I just music, I just carry and put, and that's it. Many people don't acknowledge, they don't give credit. And I mean, that's an industry problem and it has to change.
Sharing the tourism experience and exploring the rich culture of Africa, the MBGN Queens visited Elmina Castle in Ghana, where slaves were kept during the slave era in Africa. The over 500 years old castle holds historic memories, which draws a lot of attention to the scourge of slave trade. We spoke to Silverbird Cinema Supervisor in Ghana, Fitzgerald Miro Bruce, and the MBGN Queens who shared their experience within the walls of the castle.
We've learned a lot. There's a lot of knowledge, there's a lot of understanding here. There's a feel, there's an emotional feel. I personally, this is my 4th time here and it still feels like it's the first time. And I can imagine what the Queens are going through.
It's a very beautiful and magnificent place. The view is amazing. It's appalling that such a beautiful place was used to commit all those atrocities and all that. Coming here has been quite emotional.
Exciting and emotional. I've seen that Africans have been through a whole lot and we've been able to uphold our heritage, our cultural heritage.
So far has been nice. It's been interesting, educative, a bit sad because a lot of sad stories were told, but in all, it was cool.
Growing up and listening to the music of Osadebe, Oliver Dako, Bright Chimeze, among other top Eastern Nigeria highlight greats, may have influenced the music of fast-rising artist Francis Obiora, also known as Fancy Papaya. According to the artist, a blend of the high-life influence in hip-hop have helped him create a unique style of his own.
My father used to play Osadebe, Oliver Dako, Bright Chimeze, Celeste Sinoko, those high-life tunes back then. And then some sound of Fela, those oldies. So I grew up listening to all those songs. So for me to switch there, I think I derive my inspiration from what I played back then when I was still in juvenile.
That was Off the Wire. I need to go on a commercial break and I'll see you on the other side, I promise. Don't you move, I'll be right back.
It's about drama. It's about family. It's about music. It's about life. Silverbird Television. It's about entertainment.
Okay, welcome back. You're still watching E-Weekly with me, Anthony, right here in Accra, Ghana. It's time for Gossip Trendies. Bridget, please take it away.
My name is Bridget and I'm rolling on supervising producer Alonzo's script.
See this life, me, I know like trouble.
Maybe the not-so-smooth exit from his former label G Worldwide, who has dragged him off to court. Maybe a wish to transform, or for whatever reason. Popular singer, otherwise known as Kiss Daniel, now wishes to be known as and addressed as Keys Daniel. Yes, Keys Daniel with double Z in the spelling. If you consider that as a real change of name, and that is if the brother got nothing to run away from. But for now, his social media handles identify him as Keys Daniel with a double Z. So is it Kiss Daniel or Keys Daniel? Whatever.
If you don't get money, hide your face. You can call me small doctor. Omo ya teacher. What's the bad penalty you're throwing?
Now, did you know that before he became the popular small doctor we all know today, that he was a bus conductor, an Okada rider, that he so much confessed in an interview where he said he combined the jobs for almost a decade before he got his big break as a musician of note, and the popular small doctor we have all come to admire. Now, if you're still struggling and wondering if you ever came across the small doctor as a bus conductor and Okada rider, hear him out on the routes he plied while it lasted.
That place for like 3 to 4 years. I moved to Oshodi to Mushi under bridge. Yeah. So it was from Oshodi to Mushi to Oshodi. I spent like 6-7 years.
He used to ply Agege, Ikeja, Maryland and Yaba. I shuttled that route for 3 to 4 years. Then I moved to Oshodi Mushi on the bridge. I also used to ride Okada during this period. I've also done the needful to my former bus driver. One thing I've learned is that if you fail to plan, you will plan to fail. If you don't program yourself, life will program you. I also used to go to school during this period. That's how I finished. Now move over, Danfo drivers, you're not alone. While you all joined ex-governor's daughter Kemi Oluloyo and Charlie Boy on the controversy about whether popular and rich blogger Linda Ikeji was pregnant or not, or who even advised her to get pregnant, the lady in the eye of the storm came out with half-naked baby bump photographs to shut you all up since you were not satisfied with the pictures that earlier on went viral. Now the questions have turned to, who's the father to be? Where is the husband? To think that these were some of the harshest critics of the 36-year-old lady who persuaded her to the point of ridiculously urging her to go get a baby by any means necessary before menopause knocks on her door. Well, it was a week full of pregnant controversies. And how was your week in entertainment? And that's the wrap-up on this segment of The Trendies. Catch you on the flip side.
Thank you, Bridget. Thank you so much for that. I thank the entire production team and, of course, Tom Rick Hotel right here in Accra, Ghana. I'm sure by next episode I'll be back in Nigeria, Lagos. Okay, on that note, it's a wrap. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Feels so good. Feels